world? Coming back at you at another night, and I am back on the exhaust this evening. I am pumped because I am finally at that stage where I get to work on exiting this thing. Now, if you guys have been following me along on this epic journey, then you guys will know how close I am and how epic this has been. So the plan for this evening is I need to get another V-band welded on a 90-degree bend. Then I'm going to start snaking some tube through the boat sides, underneath, up, and I'm going to do a side exit, which should be pretty awesome. I'm definitely pumped. I have tossed some sort of thoughts and ideas around. A huge shout out to Sam Matter, Hunk of Junk. He was definitely a good influencer and a epic listener when I was kind of figuring out where I wanted to sort of route this out. I kind of had a general idea in mind. He gave me that last little oomph of a push to just sort of help me solidify what I had going on in my mind. Anyway, I am going to do a side exit. It is going to be right here on this side panel. I'm pretty pumped, but I have some work to do. So I'm going to get this panel removed. We're going to get cutting, measuring, welding, and we are going to exit this bad boy once and for all. So buckle up. Don't go anywhere, guys. It is time to finish this exhaust. Let's do it. All right, guys, so I put the camera down for a hot minute so I could just focus, get to work. I'm doing a lot of filming on this project, so you guys have seen a lot, and I just really wanted to get kind of cracking. So anyway, I made some epic progress. I am so close, inches from my side exit here. I'm gonna show you everything is mad tight, but it fits, and the side exit is happening. So here it is. So basically I kind of route right in between my boat side here under the seat, and I mean there is enough room to get a wrap on this thing with maybe a tiny little bit of space, but you know, tolerances are tight and it clears. Don't worry about this hose. That is going to get relocated. Just kind of tucked it up out of the way for now. But anyway, it pretty much comes down through the boat side here. I did have to throw a V-band on it on this spot just because I need to be able to disconnect and slide the tube out in sections and pieces if I need to, so it's not permanently lodged in there. I have a 90-degree, which I still need to tack in. Then it is a straight shot right out the side of my body panel, and I'll figure out what my side exit is going to look like. Anyway, I'm pumped. I still got some energy left. I'm gonna see how much welding I can get done this evening. Hopefully I can weld up that whole section. Don't go anywhere. It is welding time. So, have a look. Kind of like I showed you before, it was all in place, except this is the fully welded version. So, muffler kind of connects there. You can sort of see it. Anyway, kind of comes through the seat, along the boat side, up, V-band, and out. I got my 90 degree. back on the exhaust today, and I am here to wrap it up. Quite literally, I am finishing up the final touches on this thing. I am getting the exhaust wrapped. I'm using a really sweet wrap from a company called DEI, and I'm using their Exo Wrap series, which from the wraps I've used in the past, which have just been really, really cheap, this is a really high quality, nice wrap, which I'm excited about, just to help prevent a little bit of heat soak in some key areas, as well as to just kind of protect everything, give it a nice overall look. As you can kind of see behind me here, I already have the mid-pipe section fully wrapped and ready to go, and I gotta get a couple of other areas and tubes and stuff like that wrapped up as well. Once that is wrapped up, I am basically giving everything a coating with DEI's high temp silicone paint coating. This stuff basically just, you know, seals the wrap a little bit, protects it, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. I got it in black, so you get a nice kind of clean, crisp look when it's all said and done. You know, and it protects it up to about 1200 degrees. So pretty sweet stuff. Check it out if you guys are interested. But anyway, this is the wrap that I was talking to you guys about. It is pretty sweet. Has a stainless mesh on the outside. The wrap itself is black, but it kind of looks silvery because of the stainless mesh. But obviously once you kind of give it a nice coating of their paint, that's the final result. So the idea is to get the last bit of tubes wrapped up, and then I can put this thing on. I got the side exit fully cut out, which you guys are gonna see shortly. So if you guys want to see that with this installed, stay tuned, don't go anywhere, because you guys are gonna see that very, very soon. But first, let's wrap this bad boy up and get it on the Jeep. So anyway, guys, while I am just taking a little quick break here, I kind of want to just show you this wrap a little bit more up closely so you guys can kind of see. I actually have a little piece right here that I kind of cut off that I am going to attempt to dissect, just so you guys can kind of get a bit of an idea. So basically, like I mentioned, this has a stainless steel outer sleeve to just help from protection, abrasion, and just really you know, keep this wrap in good working order. That pretty much I can slide right off. And then what you're left with is obviously kind of the fiberglass bit of wrap, you know, right here. This is the black version that I opted to get. I think you can actually get this wrap without this outer stainless steel sleeve. It's a little bit cheaper. And then obviously their Exo wrap is a little bit more expensive because of the, you know, stainless mesh that they have on the outside. But this is supposed to be their toughest, most hardcore wrap that they offer. And since this is going in my off-road buggy and this is gonna see some abuse off-road in lots of different elements, I opted to kind of go with this stuff. And it is definitely sweet so far. The one thing I do like about this wrap is you can put it on dry. You don't need to like dip it in water, soak it. You know, I was doing it without gloves on, which is kind of nice. A lot of the old fiberglass wraps that I've used, you know, you should wear gloves, and look, you probably should, but whatever, it didn't really bother me doing it barehanded, and it went on very nicely. So I'm definitely excited to be using this stuff. All right, so wrap is on. It is tight, but it fits beautifully. I did paint the muffler with the DEI black paint, because why not? And yeah, man, it is sweet. Another day here, and the exhaust is officially done. It is wrapped, it is ready to go, and it is ready for you guys to not only just see it, but to hear it. So I'm heading over to the garage right now. I'm gonna fire it up so you guys can hear a cold start. We're gonna back it out of here, and I'm gonna show it all to you guys for the first time.
Six and a half hours later.
So anyway, guys, that is a wrap. The exhaust is done. Sounds good, looks good. I did forget to tighten up the very last V-band in the rear, and my exhaust kind of tweaked up a little bit. I'll show you what I mean by that. I kind of was letting it run for a bit outside just to let the exhaust wrap and some of the paint that I put on it just kind of smoke off a little bit. And then when I kind of came by and was giving it a little bit of a once over, I noticed that my exhaust tubing kind of was a little bit more on the higher side here, and that is because I forgot to fully tighten that V-band. So when I was kind of running around and doing a couple of rips, and obviously, you know, there was some vibrations and movements, it decided to move up a little bit. So I'm gonna get that adjusted when this thing cools down a little bit, tilt it back down, tighten it back up, may even put a hanger back there to kind of prevent that. But it's a really small section of tube, so clamping down that V-band nice and tightly should do the trick. But anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed. This was an awesome project. Had a lot of fun working with stainless, figuring out how I was gonna route this whole thing. And it is done, which is sad, but also exciting because now I get to reap the benefits. And excitingly enough, it is almost time to get this thing out wheeling. I think I'm about 4 weeks out right now from my first trip out, so I am pretty stoked. Gonna be doing an icebreaker ride with a really cool group of dudes and gals. So anyway, stay tuned. Wheeling content is on the horizon, which is always an exciting and fun time. So anyway, guys, definitely be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of this entire project. And be sure to subscribe because I got more fun stuff coming soon. And as always, guys, thanks for stopping by. God bless. And I'll catch you guys next time.